The purpose of this step number 7 is to guide you to decide upon and enter a title for your invention in your Word doc that you saved from the downloaded template. We provide in resources copies of 10 patents, the Corel figures used for each of the 10, the figures as PDF files, and the Word doc specifications filed for each of the 10. You should download all 10 of these examples. The way we are going to proceed is to present and review actual language in the specifications of at least 2 different patents of the 10 we provided under resources. One is the fishing lure patent as an example of a purely physical invention. The other is an internet-enabled system for locating your vehicle after you have parked it and are returning to it. For the title, we will use only the bird lure patent. In other lessons, we may use the vehicle location patent or both, and you are certainly welcome to review any and all of the other patents that we provide under resources. If you download the example folders under resources and open one of the folders, say for the bird lure 8869445, you will see that we provide in the folder a copy of the actual issued patent, a folder with all of the Corel Draw figures you may use to develop your figures, the figures as PDF files, and a Word copy of the specification that was authored and used to file the original patent application. In following lessons, we will use in particular the Word specifications of these examples. We will point out the form and function of the correct language at each step for these patent application specifications and the very important principles that must be followed to provide a full enabling disclosure and to avoid limiting your invention. Here are a few of the things you need to know to decide on your title. Your title must be technically accurate, descriptive, but brief. It should be fewer than 500 characters, preferably a lot fewer. There is always an urge to make the title too descriptive. Avoid that. Be advised that the title has little or no bearing on patentability, and you can change it later, so there are no worries. Now here is the top of the first page of the specification for the bird lure patent. The title the author settled upon is Fishing Lure Imitating Winged Prey. The fact is, fishing lure would have been just fine and sufficient, and the author got just a bit too descriptive, but it did not and could not hurt anything. While we are here, we want to cover the entry for the cross-reference. It is more than likely yours is the first application, and you can delete the cross-reference heading. If this is true, simply do that. But this case was filed after 2 provisional applications had been previously filed, and it was necessary to reference them and claim priority to the earlier filing dates. So if you had a provisional application, you should copy this language for your own cross-reference. If only one provisional, this should say, the present application claims priority to provisional application number, enter the serial number, filed on, enter the date, the disclosure of which is incorporated herein at least by reference. You can copy and paste from the examples. Again, deciding and entering the title is pretty simple, has little bearing on patentability, and your title may be changed later if you wish. So decide your title and enter it in your Word document, substituting for the word title at the top. Now it's time to go back to the navigation pane and go to step number 8 to author the background section of your specification.